So it's 2020, and things have been crazy.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Before we keep going, this setup doesn't look very sanitary to me. It's kind of dirty. Let's do something about that.
You're kind of dirty.
Ah, I didn't mean that kind of dirty.
Broke ass glove.
Oh, that only worked twice. Never again.
Ah! 4 months into 2020, and the coronavirus has us in a global pandemic.
It's an absolute shit show.
Poo-poo show. Doo-doo in the streets. Luckily for you, you've seen our video on the importance of having an emergency fund, so at least financially, you're prepared. Unless
You didn't do
not.
it. Hey, I'm Alex,
And I'm Phillip.
and we teach you what you need to know about your personal finances using words you can understand without boring you to death.
Because adulting shouldn't suck. If you're new to our channel, hit that subscribe button, and in the comments below, leave an emoji of a roll of toilet paper. Because you know, that's our new currency. It's gold. Yeah.
So today we're going to talk about real current world examples of why you need an emergency fund. Because the next time this happens, and something's always going to happen, the government isn't going to give you a $1,200 check to bail you out when you need some more toilet paper. If you already had an emergency fund, good job.
High five.
Did the right thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Air five. I ain't touching you.
No, Corona.
But if you had to use it because maybe you got laid off or something happened, do you think you actually had enough money saved up? I mean, we typically recommend starting out with $1,000, right, for your emergency fund, and then the goal is to have 6 months worth of bills saved up. How much did you have saved up? Did you have anything saved up?
We're going through crazy times. Many countries, businesses, civilians, they weren't ready for a viral outbreak. And it shows, as you've seen on the news or on social media. Things are crazy.
I mean, it's hard to set aside money, right? A lot of people don't make that much money, and putting aside money when you don't have money is hard. But you know what's harder is when a crisis happens and you don't have any money, or money's real tight. It's so much easier to fall back on that emergency fund rather than putting that money on a credit card or just not even having any options. So it's worth making the hard choices on a regular basis to have an emergency fund than finding yourself with nothing.
Right now, during a time that the entire world is all going through the exact same crisis, it's a great time for you and for everybody else to see the importance of having an emergency fund and just being prepared, because you know you never get to plan these type of things. They always just happen, and you need to be ready for when they do.
If you haven't seen our video on how to set up an emergency fund, click on the link below in the description, and we're going to walk you through how to actually set one up and go over why they're important.
So the next time something like this happens, you'll be prepared. Because it's not going to help you now, but you know, in the future.
Right. But now is why it should be important to have it going forward.
Absolutely.
So, say you can't pay all your bills.
Yeah.
How do you pick and choose which ones to pay?
Which ones? I mean, and again, so this is just going to be completely opinion-based, right? Our opinions might be a little bit different than yours. But for example, if I had money and it wasn't enough to pay all my bills, just some of my bills, I personally would probably just pay. I mean, I need a place to live no matter what, so I'd probably pay my rent and or mortgage, right?
I mean, maybe.
Right.
Maybe. Depends
I
on
have
your
a place to
situation.
sleep.
Right. You got to have a place to sleep. But a lot of mortgage companies and banks have programs that allow you to defer payments, which means you don't have to make a payment now. You have to make them later.
But then in like 2 months, don't I have to make double the payment for that month?
It really just depends on the bank or who you owe money to.
Yeah. Things you need to ask, peoples. You got to call these people that you owe monies to.
So if things are hard, there's all these different companies, because there's no federal regulations right now saying that you have to defer mortgages or whatever. So individual companies are saying, hey, we're going to do these things for our customers to help out during this crisis. We can't really make a video on like, hey, all mortgage companies are doing this, because not all of them are. So like you said, you have to call them and ask, hey, are you doing anything right now? Can I not make my payment because I got laid off from work? I need money for food or toilet paper or whatever. So it's hard to say like which bills should be paid first. In normal circumstances, absolutely. Rent, mortgage, keeping a roof over your head, pretty top priority.
Yeah. I mean, that applies too with your car payments, you know, your power bills, your cell phone bills, etc. Call
Student
those
loans.
people. Yeah, student loans. And if you were laid off, call unemployment.
Yeah, that should be your first thing.
That should absolutely be your first thing. They laxed a whole bunch of the rules and requirements for you to be able to qualify for unemployment. So you just have to Google unemployment for whatever state you live in and call that number, or go to that website and they'll walk you through it, and they get you money typically within a week.
I think it's like 10 or 15 minutes to fill it out. It's not even bad.
Yep.
Some money's better than no money.
Yeah.
All right, so if you already had an emergency fund, good job. If not, this is the perfect example of why you need one going forward. And if you're having trouble paying your bills, make sure you call all the people you owe money to and see if they have any kind of programs they're going to help you get through this time. Some of them are good programs, some of them are not so good programs. If you have any questions, hit us up with a comment and let us know.
Yeah.
And we'll try and respond as quickly as possible and answer those questions based on the current information available.
Food for thought. Don't just go and like skip out on a bill because this program that they're going to offer you says, you know, we're just let you pay later. You don't have to pay this month. And you go out and spend your money on something else, because what's most likely going to happen is you're still going to have to pay that money. You might have to pay it all at once on top of another month.
Plus
or
interest.
Something crazy.
Yeah.
So make sure you ask some questions.
Because not all of them are good options. Some
Yeah.
of them continue to report you as late payments, or
On your credit.
They make you miss a payment first.
Yep.
So it destroys your credit in the process. Yeah. Some of them are good, some of them are bad. Make sure you call.
Yeah, because it's different for everybody. Yeah. Anywho, if you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. And in the comments below, let us know if you have any questions, and we'll do our best to get them answered for you.
And share it with your friends, because people need to know this information, and it changes all the time.
All the time.